Howdy folks, James Blackburn here, coming to you for a no-joke survival video update. What we're going to do today is go over the 10 basic essentials that you need every time you go hiking. And this is whether you're going to go on a day hike or an overnighter, you need these with you every single time. So let's go right to the number one thing on the list. And that is, you need a map of the area and a compass. And you got to make sure that you know how to use this. Make sure you know how to use this. So we got a map of the area. We are located down here, somewhere approximately right there. And you see how nice this looks on there as well. This is not how you use a compass properly. So, all right, enough of that. All right, so that falls under the navigation section. What we're going to do now is go to sun protection. As you can see, right now I'm in the bright sunshine. Now I do have this hat on to keep my head warm, but it's not doing much for my face. So what we have here is some trusty sunscreen. This will save your life. You don't want to get sunburned out here, and believe it or not, when it's snowy out like this, you're not just getting sunburned from above, but you're getting sunburned from below because all that's bouncing back up off the white snow. Another thing for sun protection, good hat. Just make sure you got a good hat that will protect you and keep everything shaded for you. Okay, now we're going to go right to the next item, which is illumination, which is a headlamp or a flashlight. Now with this flashlight right here, you don't need batteries. It is the wind-up type. Good idea to have. This one also does the different settings. It has 1 light, 3 lights, and flashing, so that it's also a protection thing and a signaling device. Okay. Next thing on the list we're going to go with is the first aid kits. Now I have a variety of small packaging here, and in these kits you can have quite a bit of stuff stored. One of the things that you'd like to keep around probably is a snake kit bite, because this I didn't say that right. Snake kit bite. A snake bite kit is what I meant, especially out here in New Mexico. And in some of these other ones right here, we have things falling on the ground, plus we have an extractor if you get stung by anything. And then just the basics. You're going to want some ibuprofens or some aspirins and Band-Aids and those sort of things as well. So let's move right to the next thing on the list. Okay, fire. You don't think that fire is going to be important when you're in the mountains, but if you have to stay the night unexpectedly, you need a way to start a fire to keep yourself warm, especially if you're in this sort of environment. This is one option right here. This is flint. Once again, you have to know how to use this to make it work, because it's not as easy as it looks. So make sure you ask somebody who knows, or go online and learn how to use these things. Okay, the next thing is tools and repair kits. The most common is this right here. You got yourself a trusty Leatherman. Has pliers on it, as well as a variety of other tools, knives, screwdrivers. This thing can save your life out there. Another good tool to have is a knife. Not just for protection, but also for working with. Okay, on to the next item here. We're going to go with nutrition. Now all I have right here is a Cliff Bar, and whether you're going to go on a day hike or an overnighter, you want to bring extra food with you, so that if you do get into an emergency situation, you have more food than you thought you were going to need. You got something to survive on. Next one, hydration. Always need water on a hike, no matter if it's cold out or warm. People undervalue this, and same thing, bring extra water if you can, because this will save your life. And while we're talking about hydration, there are a number of water filters online and in different stores that you can buy, and they all pretty much work really good. And I recommend that you keep one of those with you. But also, an extra little thing is this right here. Now these are emergency water filtration tablets, or purification tablets, I mean. You don't want to depend on these, but if you have it in your pack, it weighs an ounce or two, and you'd forget it's there, and if you ever need it, you'll be happy that you have it. Okay, and we're going to go next with extra clothing. Whether it's summer or winter out, you never know what the weather is going to throw at you in the mountains or in the outdoor environment, so it's best to bring extra layers. What I have here is a good old-fashioned fleece jacket. Very warm. You want this on your inner core, keep your body nice and warm. And if it gets a little windy or wet out, you bring something like this, which is a waterproof, windproof layering, and it'll help really keep that inner core nice and warm and keep your body heat from escaping when you really need it. Okay, and the last thing on my list today is going to be emergency shelters. Even on a day hike, if you get stuck here overnight and it's cold and damp out and you have no way to get out of that, it's going to be a very rough night. And one of the options that you can have to bring with you is this little puppy right here. Now this is a reflective blanket, and it's orange on one side, so you can use it for signaling if you have to. And on the other side, you can see on here, once I find where it opens up at, it is a reflective material here. And the reason for the reflective material is this will bounce tons of your body heat back on you and help keep you warm and out of the wind in an emergency situation. So that pretty much wraps up the top 10 list. But we're going to go with a couple bonus items just to show you here that's beyond the top 10 list. Cell phone and walkie-talkie. These things are worth their weight in gold, and if you're ever in an emergency situation, maybe the phone won't work, but the walkie will. Keep these with you when you go on a day hike or an overnighter or any sort of backpacking excursion. And the last item that people commonly forget on a hike is this: toilet paper. Believe it or not, this is important. You don't want to wipe your backside with something that might be poisonous. So anyway, folks, go ahead and check out our website, nojokesurvival.com, and thanks a lot for watching.